ahead and get into game 2, though. Sanctuary, or no, excuse me, Countdown. This is where Be Nasty did nasty things last time, right? 4 to 25 is the longest score line that we've seen so far, the biggest score differential. That came off the back of them just really operating off of so many different levels here, right? Like, consistently, they were getting kills no matter which level it was. Power weapons again.
Yeah, and whoever wins this initial team fight definitely has a big advantage on this map just because they're able to get these 2 power weapons almost immediately, and it's really hard to take back control, you know, when high-level players have these weapons and are using them effectively. Especially when you're in the menu changing your settings, when you have an opponent running around with rockets. Yeah. Typically not going to turn out too well.
It's a bold strategy, Cobb. We're going to see how it pays off for him. Will it pay off again with a rocket literally exploding at your feet, sitting in Valhalla? Who knows? I can guarantee it might happen again if you just sit still. And on just, obviously, players need their settings. Without such, they cannot operate the same way. So, Scariotic getting damage against him from the rockets, finishing him off. Here is Spartan with that VR. With that, now up 6-1 is a fantastic usage of that. Rockets comes out again. Now possession of Sniper is in the hands of Spartan. I can't imagine that he not letting King... Well, actually, King Knight's getting into his own engagement down there. Looks like he lost it, actually, so... Power weapons held up here. It makes perfect sense for Spartan to hold on to both of these, and at least until his teammate comes back.
Yeah, and like we've seen pretty much every time we've seen Countdown played is once teams have gotten control of these weapons, they've taken the high ground on the streets and the radios, and basically just stayed up here, used these weapons to their advantage to, you know, not get pushed and get the weapons taken. And the only time they've really moved from these positions is when the new weapons have come up.
Which everywhere. Fantastic utilization, right? They knew he had a sniper. No point in getting up there and risking a heady against him. Risking a heady against him when they had a 2-up on the forest.
Right. You see right now, good situation for Antimatter in that, you know, they were able to get a 1-for-1 trade outside, and Scariotic was able to pick up the new sniper pretty much uncontested. So we'll see if it can actually put it to work.
So decently long sidelines. He would love to take a head right there and push this back to a 5-score difference. Antimatter has a lot of room here. Will they hang themselves? Will they go forth and dominate? Shot for Sniper, headshot. Sniper shot to the body, headshot afterwards. I don't know why I can't. Take it away, Sniper.
Yeah, this is a hugely important situation here for Antimatter having this sniper rifle. Like they need to use this effectively to kind of bring themselves back in this game, and hopefully also use it to secure these next rockets that are popping up in just 7 seconds. They need to start playing for these.
Yeah, I do really appreciate that, because I definitely can't. You got the charts there and stuff like that. I appreciate that, because that's definitely not something I can pay attention to as much. Shots coming out. What a fantastic spawn is that. Scariotic winning it. That wasn't even 1v1, right? Both
out the MR on Spartan there is well done there. Not sure exactly who picked up these rockets, though.
Scariotic's friend, if anybody's in chat, you might want to put that for him. Not that I can't imagine this player would not get the opportunity to get another one done, but Frag coming in.
Looks like Rockets and Sniper both down there in the vent.
Yeah, and now...
and Carme has them both.
Antimatter now, closest score differential they've enjoyed since after 6th kill or so. Now 3. This is exactly what they need. The comeback starts here if it does start.
Yeah, this is hugely important. Sparty getting that trade is definitely big for them.
It is.
Not letting them pick up a free kill.
There, right? There's another round.
Yeah, and there was some sniper bullets left as well.
Yeah, that's right. Spartan got the first shot on that one. I can tell you how that's going to end 9 times out of 10. Carmia did get taken out by there, and now just like that, another 5-score run. We've seen King Nick and Spartan looking down the same exact sight lines many times. Scariotic. Looked like he got a body shot on that. Yeah, there you go. So teammate there, Spartan getting it done after the body shot in. More value provided from the sniper right there.
Right. For Antimatter at this point, if they're able to, you know, survive and maybe stall out this game a little bit, both the new sniper and the rockets will be up at the 9-10 mark, and I think that would be their best opportunity to get back into this game and go on a bit of a run.
I got to point out, there's one of the biggest plays in the entire game. It might have seemed like nothing, but it really is. King Nick simply waiting for Spartan. right? Walked up against the wall, just simply waited for the spawn and go. I mean, we found out immediately that there were 2 other players, right around the corner, right? He simply waited for his teammate, and now you're looking at this score lead is still in the favor of Nice B.
Right, and you saw there that Carmea had an interesting plan there. He didn't want to allow Nice B to use the sniper rifle if they were able to take it from him, so he did fire off a couple of the rounds. So there's only 4 bullets left when King Nick did inevitably get that kill and pick it up for himself after he used the rockets and the camo to get that kill. And so they don't have as much of a sniper to use, but they still do have map control. They have the height advantage with both weapons coming up in just 30 seconds.
Said it before, I'll say it again, resource deniability. Making sure that your teammates cannot, or your opponents cannot get value out of the limited resources that are available in the game. Just like that, though, that's getting value out of limited resources, right? Again, a shot at the back, shot at the top, just like that. Nice speed 2 kills away from knocking Antimatter on down and moving his bracket.
Right, the problem is that, denying resources to your opponents is one thing, but you also need to be able to use them effectively yourself. And I think that's where Antimatter's kind of struggled to this point, is that when they've gotten the weapons, they haven't really been able to use them effectively.
Yeah, just like that. I'd have to touch on that more, man. That is the best way to put it. Really, Antimatter simply did not have a whole lot of time with these power weapons. I do think there was more missed rockets in that past game than there had been, at least previously, and generally, especially in a closed-in map like Countdown. But when Antimatter had the power weapons, they just simply got less close to it. I know we've been saying it so much. It would be interesting to see, almost, maybe at one point if there's like a GA, like the DMR's on it, who knows. But that is not where we're here right now. Where we are is, again, the power weapons continuing to decide games just like that one. A 25 to 15 scoreline. I just want to keep track. The Halo is scoring. You can't have respect for that. We'll be going on here. Losers bracket. I think round 4. After Striker gives us any last thoughts on that last one.
I think just the biggest thing for Antimatter is that when you're playing a high-level team, and you know that they're very skilled, you need to take every single advantage you can get and utilize it effectively. And so advantages from teamwork and having 2v1s, having good communication, pushing together effectively, shooting the same people, making sure you're securing the power weapons, using them effectively when you get them, denying them from your opponents whenever you can.
And that was a fantastic play, like wasting out the sniper shots.
Right, like
it's
a
2-on-1 against him. That awareness is fantastic.
Right, and it's a smart idea, and so it's good to see that Carmea has that awareness mid-game to do something like that. But it's just that's what you're seeing is the difference. Is you're seeing these best teams, any single advantage that they get or any mistake that they're seeing from their team, they are punishing it and taking advantage.
100%. That is again what it's about, right? Players play the game, professionals wait, make a mistake and take advantage of it. PennHalo 2v2 Winter Assault. We'll be back with you guys in just a little bit.